What is psychology? People are endlessly fascinating. The closer you look, the more complicated you will see that they are. Psychology is a scientific discipline that is devoted to understanding what makes us who we are. By studying our minds and our behaviour, it seeks to unravel the immense rich complexity of being a human. Think of the last time you took a bus or a train. Did you notice anyone else there? Did you strike up a conversation with a fellow passenger? If so, is that because you are naturally outgoing, or was there something particular to that situation that made you speak? You may have wondered why you behave as you do. It is this curiosity about how people behave that drives psychologists, and they ask such questions all the time. Psychology is the study of human behaviour and the mind. But what is the mind? It appears in our everyday speech. I don't mind. I've changed my mind. The mind is not a physical thing, and it is not the same as the brain. It is a concept of a mechanism with a set of abilities or functions. It doesn't matter that we cannot see it, nor can we take it apart to see how it works. Psychologists try to imagine a way that it could possibly work, and watch people to see if their behaviour is consistent with that way of working. But people are difficult to study. The more you try to observe them, the more they change their behaviour. Even so, huge advances have been made in our understanding of things, such as how we form memories, make mistakes, interpret what we see, and communicate with other people. This has allowed us, in turn, to become better teachers, create a fairer justice system, build safer machines, treat mental disorders, and make many other advances. The journey towards understanding mind and behaviour has taken about 140 years so far, but really we are just setting out. Every day, psychologists uncover new and surprising ways in which humans behave. But there is a long way to go before we can say that we truly understand the mind. What do psychologists do? The activities of psychologists are very diverse, and academic psychologists represent only a small proportion of people with psychological qualifications. Psychology can be useful in all sorts of areas where the quality of human behaviour is critical, including sport, education, health, and aviation. In addition, many of the skills psychologists learn are useful in other careers. Academic psychologists. Social psychologist. Social psychologists are interested in how people behave when they are together. They study human interaction, communication, attitudes, friendship, love, and conflict. Cognitive psychologist. By conducting carefully designed experiments, cognitive psychologists seek to define the mechanisms that make up our mind, such as memory, and allow us to behave as we do. Biological psychologist. Also known as neuro or biopsychologists. Biological psychologists use scanners and other high-tech equipment to study the brain and find out about the biological basis of behaviour. Evolutionary psychologist. Studying how our minds have evolved over time allows evolutionary psychologists to understand where abilities such as reasoning and language may have come from. Development psychologist. How do we go from being helpless infants to adults with many abilities? The study of development allows psychologists to see how we build our minds as we grow. Educational psychologist. These psychologists are interested in finding the best way to teach people. They test different theories of education and come up with ways of improving teaching styles. Individual differences psychologists. Individual differences psychologists look at what makes each person unique. These include ideas about personality, emotions, intelligence, identity, and mental health.